Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today I'm showing you about, I think it's 4 replays. Um, Mainly again in my TDs, to be honest. Um, I'm I'm actually playing to get the tier 10 TD, which is free if you play it enough and get enough points. I probably won't get it for free, but I'll get it at a very reduced price, I think, because obviously I didn't start when the ops started. Um, so, so yeah, and then yeah, I'm out in my FV4005 4005. Never really sure how to say some of these names. So we got no armor. There is a single artillery in the game, and obviously because we've got no armor, we're gonna just sit back and hope that the enemy comes towards us and lets us shoot them. We're not gonna be too aggressive, and that kind of thing. I am. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of just playing for fun at the moment. So, and we got this glitch back in the game, or at least sometimes when my gun shoots up into the air just because I'm close to the edge of a building. They sorted that out, and now it looks like it's a bit of a problem again. And it's mountain there. I'm waiting to get a shot. It's on the move. I could take a shot, and I might actually hit. I did hit, but unfortunately it bounced. Probably AP wasn't the best choice for a shot like that, which was probably unlikely to actually hit. But there you go. So I'm actually just kind of playing the game kind of for fun. I'm playing tanks that I want to play, and that has helped my stats very much. So that guy just went side on, flat on armor, and we managed to pen him with AP and take 800 off his health and finish him off in one go, which is awesome. That's one tank down. At least we know we're supporting our team a little bit at this point in time. We took out a tank. Obviously, that's one thing about these type of TDs is you need to be careful with them. You want to be cautious and not throw away your hit points by getting in close and getting spotted too early or too quickly. And then we go hit on the move. So that's 2 kills already with 3 shots. So yeah, but at the same time, obviously trying to protect your hit points, and obviously being so squishy, you might end up missing out on a lot of the game, simply because obviously being maybe too cautious, and that's kind of the problem I have with these kind of tanks. I quite often end up with being a bit too cautious and missing most of the fight and not getting much of anything done. But in this one, that wasn't the case. I had a lot of enemies just rolling up near me. So he smacked that guy on the side. He's obviously getting shot from the front, and obviously he wasn't too bothered because he was going to likely bounce the shots, but obviously not expecting to be hit in the side. So yeah, unfortunate for him. So I am considering pushing up a bit now, obviously because the enemy has dropped in numbers a bit, which is and our team does seem to be pushing forwards. So we are doing well, and I'm worried about obviously getting left in the dust here. But there is a TD up there. Who obviously has got I forgot about that one. And yeah, that's the tank I want. Actually, I'm trying to earn, and just shot through the wall there. I wasn't sure whether I'd actually hit him there, but I took his head off as well. That's awesome. Not not a majorly amount of his hit points, but it's always nice to see a turret pop. So we are now pushing forwards. We might actually regret this in a second. I'm pretty sure I get absolutely hammered in a minute, which is obviously not fun. So I finally decided to push forward, and that was a bad idea. Now the light tank is there. Now he's going to spot me, and this is going to hurt. Now he ducks back down behind, um, and I see a tank there. And now I actually get people targeting me, and then it gets spotted again, and I get hit in the side there. And artillery goes for me, and something else hits me in the side there. Obviously, artillery's coming in again. Tiny bit of damage. Get me tracked though. Just managed to dodge a bit of damage there. And then managed to hit that guy. He got actually penned by something as well. This guy is not going to leave me alone, who's hitting me in the flank. The bad thing is I am still waiting for my repair to kick in. Now he's hitting me again. He's going to take me out if I'm not too careful. He doesn't know my ammo's damaged. I would doubt it. So I'm just popping in my rations, just try to speed it up a little bit more. And yeah, I'm down to 400 health, and it is not looking good. Got this guy coming in from the side on me, and there's guys in the front. My team is just sitting in the middle of the map, not really pushing where the enemy is. And there was a blind shot, which could have actually hit me. And again, spotted, waited for him to fire. That was a very clutch shot, basically down to a one shot now. I'm worried that the light tank might turn around and come finish me off. I am just obviously going to be extra careful right now. Anything that even looks in my general direction, I'm dead. So I'm just going to kind of wait for my team to come and actually help. Which is a bit annoying because they're finally deciding to kind of push in that general direction. But I am also worried that the enemy will see the majority of the team is on the other flank, and they will push me and try to finish me off, which they can do very easily. So I actually kind of think I just switched to Hesh here, because I know that light tank is a pain, and he's now disappeared from the map. So I'm a bit worried he might be coming up on me, or one of these. Basically, there's all mediums and a light tank left, so hence why I've loaded Hesh. And my team is now just got two died just then, so we are now equal teams, which is probably the first time the teams have been equal since the beginning of the match. Really, we've had the advantage for a very long time. I'm not sure what my teammates' health is at this point in time, so we could be at quite a big disadvantage. And obviously, having a light tank gives them the edge because we've got two heavies and me, which aren't going to do much. We then realised this STB, even though it's not a particularly great tank at this point in time, is on full health, which is a big deal at the end of the game. So we're going to hopefully wait for him to actually spot here, and we can support him. I am still surprised that the enemy has not pushed my position with me on such little health. And that guy is on a tiny fraction of health. So all we need to do is get a shot close to him, and he will be dead. But unfortunately, just gets out of my line of sight, out of my render range, which is unfortunate. And there we go. The light tank missed. Unfortunately, did not lead enough because we're firing Hesh now, which obviously is much slower, which we forgot about really, which is a bit of a problem trying to hit light tanks. So we are pulling back because he's getting closer to us here, and we do not want to be spotted. But we really do want to take this guy out. He is going to cause us a lot of problems. And then he lands. Unfortunately, we were definitely going to get that kill, but the STB managed to finish him off, which is fine. Anything to get that light tank out. And now we're down to 3 versus 4. All to play for. So I'm going to actually probably take a risk here. The two mediums are too far back to probably spot me. So I'm actually going to push it any moment now. And I am considering swapping to AP. The machine has taken one of them out. Now it's 4 versus 2. We've got twice as many tanks, and this is looking good. And that STB1 is still pretty much on full health here. Now I'm taking a bit of a wide berth. I do not want to get spotted. Like I said, they will take any opportunity to take me out if they get me spotted. So I'm trying to get across this bridge as soon as possible. If we had more time and more tanks, I would have probably taken the cautionary route and gone through the valley or gone through the river area. But we don't really seem to have that time frame because they seem to be pushing that heavy on that 2 versus 1, which is a good choice, taking out a tank at a time. And then I see they're both on pretty good health. The E50M is on pretty much full health, and the other guy's on half health. It's not looking good for our team, to be honest. I don't know where that heavy, and they've just taken out the heavy. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. And obviously, I want to catch them by surprise. If they spot me too early and know I'm there, this could be a losing game. So we're going to pull back and hopefully wait for them to both push that STB. But it disappeared. I'm worried about them. One of them coming round the flank here. He's telling me to follow him. I don't think it's a good idea. I want them to push him. I don't know why they're being so cautious. I'm guessing they think... And unfortunately that Hesh doesn't do a good amount of damage, but it's enough to help pin him there for STB to finish him off. So that's great. Again, probably... unfortunately, if I'm... Again, I kind of forgot about the Hesh still being loaded. And again, he goes for me, which I don't know why he's going for me at this point. When that guy's going to finish him off a lot quicker. There we go. Unfortunately, we died at the end there because he just wanted that kill. And we actually came second, not even first. We got over 5,000 damage, 4 kills. That was enough to get us a first class at the moment. So that's pretty low for this thing, but I'll definitely take it. That was a good fun game, and I'll see you in the next match, guys. All right, we're on Overlord, and we're in one of my. Unfortunately, one of my favourite lights. I say unfortunately because it's one of the stupid Hot Wheel ones I got for free. Didn't want it, but I got it. But it is an amazing tank. Shame about the Hot Wheels and the colour scheme is absolutely horrendous. But it is such a fun tank to use. We're going up to the bowl area, which is highly contested by the light tanks in the game normally. And unfortunately, I'm having a very annoying time right now, as I can see the majority of our team, as I throw up the GG, they're all going along the beach, which is a terrible idea. Very, very bad idea, especially when it's an encounter and the spawn point, the capture point is actually up on the higher ground anyway. And yeah, the majority of our team's gone that way. So we're going to have a very tough fight on our hands. But we're going to give it a go, you know. We'll see what the results are at the end, of course. That guy's... And that was lucky. Not sure how I hit that guy, but I'll take it. He comes over, gets tracked. He's absolutely thrown his tank away there, which is great because we are outnumbered here by quite a bit. But it looks like some of the enemy, quite a few of the enemy, have actually gone to the beach as well. And you can see, even though there is a... basically, the majority of our team is down on the beach. They're getting stalled there. They're just sitting there, not really doing much of any good. And someone gets spotted on our flank. I don't see it in time, and it actually hits me for quite a big chunk of my health, which is gonna be a bit of a pain later in the game. He's obviously still looking at me, which is a bit annoying. So I'm just thinking he's going to sit there. He's not. He's actually coming out to push something else. And I hit him in the side. Unfortunately, not the best exchange. Obviously, I didn't hit him for as much as he hit me. But we're going to just pretend to be running away and wait for a reload. And then we're going to come back round again and see if he's pushing again. One of the downsides of this tank is the lack of gun depression. It really lets me down. I think if I had a bit more gun depression in this tank, this would be just so OP. I mean, the reload is OP. The accuracy and the damage is pretty OP. It's just a very, very good tank. Which brings me to the kind of pay to win at the moment. And this game's like I said, because I'm just playing tanks I want to play. My stats were, I think, between good and great, which are basically my stats for, win rate and stuff like that. And since I've just been playing the tanks I enjoy, the tanks I love playing and stuff like that, I've actually gone to basically Unicum and Super Unicum in a matter of a couple of months. So that's just goes to show. So these tanks were a bit broken. I mean, obviously, I'm not playing all OP premium tanks, but I am playing a lot of premium tanks because I enjoy playing them, and they get me good results, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you don't play this game to have bad games. You try to play to have fun, right? So this defender that hit us earlier, he's gonna get off very lucky here, and I hit his bounce one shot, track him twice, and we are a bit annoyed at this point because we're like, I really wanted to finish this guy off since he put a big hit into me. Now, the game is pretty equal right now, right? So we're like, what's all the fuss about? So we do take him out, but there is a tank over there, and we are spotted, so we're a little bit concerned right now. We take a hit. We are now losing the match, and then we've got two TDs who seem to be playing off each other very well, because one tank was looking down the beach, another one was looking down and looking up at me as I turn that corner so I can take a shot. So we're just going to leave him because we're going to try to help our last few remaining teammates here. And again, silly time to be but it kind of looked like those TDs were coming up the hill there. So I'm actually going to put some room between us and wait for them to crop up that hill and hopefully take him out. So basically, I've got two of the enemy team here, and the other two tanks have got the other two tanks to deal with, and I think that's fair, right? 2 versus 2 and 1 versus 2. But it kind of looks like they might not be coming up this way, which is a bit annoying because I could have gone back and helped my team. And as you can see, not a good game so far, right? And actually pretty poor game. I haven't got much damage out. I haven't got much assisted. And the enemy is now capping. They must have gone up one of the other hills a bit further along and now sitting on the cap. And now they're going in for the kill. It's not looking good. And now it's 3 versus 1. Now I'm actually going to swerve here. I was going to go straight in and try to help. Now I've decided not a good idea. We're thinking they might go back towards the cap. There's a good chance they might come up around here, up on the hill to try to finish me off. After all, I probably would try to take out the last remaining guy. but at the same time, it's probably a good idea not to be chasing me around the map and actually sit on the cap and wait for me to come to them. So I'm going to take a wide berth. I'm going to try to take this 2 on the cap, and I'm guessing they're both the TDs. So I am actually going to take a bit of a wide berth here and try to take out the heavy, and hopefully have enough time to decap the base. Managed to put a hit into him, but I didn't do any damage, unfortunately. So this is pretty much, I feels like this is game over at this point. I was considering just running away and letting the time tick away, to be honest, just to survive. But we're not going to do that. That's boring. Let's try a bit. So we poked up here, and we take a big hit. That's just not great, but we don't see anybody else, and we managed to take him out. So we then, again, kind of run away to reload, just in case they try to scramble up that hill and kill us. Yeah, unfortunately, it was that SU. So basically, any of these guys looks at me, I'm dead, pretty much. And unfortunately, it's a T-77, so 3-shot autoloader. And the other TD is quite a heavily armored TD. Now, I'm not sure if I'll be spotted doing this, but we're not, and we actually stay unspotted. We managed to track him with the 2nd shot and finish him off with the 3rd. Unfortunately, that doesn't stop the cap very much because the other TD had the most health. So we're down to a 1 versus 1. Obviously, we have put in the premium to make every shot count. And again, this is at the moment is a pretty decent game, right? The results are fine, but it's the joy of this particular match is the fact I was facing 3 versus 1, and they're capping the base, and yeah, just the excitement of it. It's quite a fun match. Obviously, we still got, and it's the time's running out. I'm being a bit pushed here. I am actually just going like, I really need to do something. I really need to do something. It's all or nothing at this point. He spotted me. And then he's pointing his gun up, but it looks like he's actually just AFK. He thinks he's won the game. So I do put a shot into him. I think I did a damaging shot there. Yes, I did, because I decapped the base, and so I don't think he's full AFK, so I still have to be careful here. If I took him down a little bit of health, this next clip, if I get every shot in, should kill the guy, and that's what I need. There's still 4 minutes in the clock, so I could possibly just, as long as I put a single shot into him with this next round and reset the counter, and I should be okay. I haven't got that many rounds left in my tank, so I need to make. Got to be careful. He has come back into the game. I've tracked him. He is now looking at me. He misses. He fluffs his shot. He takes it too quickly, and we manage to take him out. We get over 3,000 combined damage, and we win us the game. And we actually get 5 kills, so we end up at the top. So 5 kills is pretty damn good. And we do get first class and the old defender. So that must be annoying for the rest of the team, thinking, oh, we're in safe hands. It's like 3 or 4 versus 1 here. There's no way we're going to lose this. It's fine. I'll go into the next match. And then coming back and going, oh, we actually lost that match. All right. And again, the next match is on Overlord. And again, it is in a bit of an OP premium tier 8 tank, the Scorpion G. Now, this is actually came out quite broken. Back then, it was probably the most broken premium tank in the game. Obviously, things have progressed since then for there to be a lot more broken tier 8 or premium tanks in general. But this is still even though other TDs and stuff have come out that are really good. This is still a very good tank. Unfortunately, we get spotted almost immediately. There it is, artillery, and we put a nice shell into that light tank because it gets tracked, and we tried to get out of dodge because artillery probably will be going for us. More stationary targets like the TDs. We take a speculative shot there. It was very unlikely to hit, and we did miss by a country mile. So unfortunately, there is another TD sitting right next to us. That's a little bit of a problem for both of us, really. If one of us gets spotted up, and we could be. Oh, and that was a very unlucky shot. Very unlucky. Again, we are pulling back and moving around as much as possible to stop artillery from hitting us. And we managed to put a nice shot into that SU. Because he's got not much armor. And again, this Tiger 1 is just sitting there, just sat there. I'm not taking them out. We've lost quite a few teammates at the moment. It's all going off at this point in time. A lot of fighting all across the way. Luckily, most of the enemies come this way. And again, the Tigers come up. We pin him in place and do damage. He gets repaired before anybody finishes off. I don't know how that happened, but we're ducking back down because we know there's an ISU over there who can hit me for a lot of health, and the artillery as well. There's another Tiger, and we managed to put a shell into him, and this charioteer did the same. So a big chunk of his health gone in a couple of seconds, and he's just going for it, and he's getting rinsed for all of his health. I think it's at this point the artillery does start taking a fancy to us. We try to get a shot onto that guy. Didn't quite happen. If he just stayed there like a second longer, we would have definitely taken a shot at the guy. Yeah, missed that by quite a bit. But if you don't take the shots, you're never going to hit. So it's always worth a punt. And artillery comes raining down. It's looking in this direction now. So we do have to be extra careful. And the ISM, something big was just fired at us there. So we're going to go back. We're going to try to take the ISM, and yeah, we missed that. Artillery does put a big, puts a shell near us, and we managed to just dodge it enough. And we got absolutely smacked there by the ISU 152, so that's most of our health gone. He must have put in a high explosive round in there, because that was a massive hit. But we have just don't know what that tract absorbed our shot there. We put a nice shell into him. We tried to duck down as far as we can to avoid that ISU, only to realise it's actually taken out of the game. The artillery did try to go for either me or the charioteer there, so we managed to take out that light tank on the move. That was great fun. He thought he was going to be able to finish us off there, and the charioteer, I expect, only to get killed. And we have got a good old amount of damage right now, just under 4,000 combined. And we've got at least one kill, I think, at this point. And the teams are pretty equal. Kind of just sitting here at the moment. Like we said, we've got no real health to speak of. We could take maybe one shot, a couple of shots from a medium at this point, but that's about it. So we're being extra careful. Like I said, a very good TD this is. I've got the the original skinned version of it. We are spotted. That's not what we wanted. The artillery could take us out at any point, so we're turning around and just keeping on the move here, trying to avoid getting hit. Just trying to drive erratically, trying to get behind some of these buildings here, to be honest, to avoid artillery. Looks like the two light tanks are actually doing what we want them to do and actually going over to take out the artillery. So that's fine. We're now 4 versus 3. Artillery has been spotted, so we are at this point thinking he'll be dead in basically 2 seconds. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. So we are getting into a better position. Trying to get that heavy tank in our sights to rinse him for... Oh, and he's on full health. That could be... And only just did the artillery get taken care of. And now we are actually very worried. It looks like he's pushing us. And we're worried that we might not even be able to get another extra shot of damage in before the end. So we're going to try to play him a bit. Play Ring of Roses around this rock a bit. We are unspotted. And I think he actually does change his mind here. And actually goes for the charioteer. Putting his butt in my view here. And yeah, I'm just going to try to rinse him for all his health. And there we go. Finish him off. For about 4,500 combined damage. Just over. Not bad. Not bad at all. And again, we didn't even come first in this game. We actually came second. The game just doesn't want to put me in first position at the moment, no matter how hard I try. We've got first class, high caliber. Yeah, we've got more damage and more assisted, but unfortunately the charioteer got 4 more kills than us, which in this game means everything, apparently. So there you go. I'll see you in the next match, guys. Alright, we are on Pilsen. And we are in our Iron Rain. We do love the Iron Rain, but it's very, because of the super long reload, it's very hit and miss. And obviously we can see tier 10s. This is not a... Normally a match I would not like to see in a class TD is a city map. But there is a couple of positions that we can take that could play quite nicely with this tank. So we are actually going into the middle here, and we are just going to sit here and wait for the reload. And I didn't put food in quickly enough, really. I should have put it in as soon as I came. Can't get the gun depression here. And there we go. There's a side on ISU. He's not going to have a good day. Finished it in 2 shots. And we don't want to reload if we can get this next shot off. We are there. The guy goes, and we put a shot into him straight away. So we have now killed 1 tank and put another big hit into another tier 8 tank. So very good start. So 1,343 damage in 1 clip is very nice indeed. So we are waiting for the reload, and we're gonna see if that guy stays there. He'll be stupid to do it. I know he probably does want to get another shot on me. And there we go. Where is he disappeared? He has got extremely good camo. No, he has not disappeared. We track him, and he's in siege mode. So even though he gets off the track, and we bounce off a tier 7 TD. That is... might have hit his gun mantle, I suppose, but that's quite annoying. So we're on another reload. We have 4 enemy tanks have been killed, and we've killed 2 of them. So it's a good game so far, a very good game. We're actually going to meet someone else who had a very good game on the enemy team, and it's all going to kind of boil down to us 2 at the end of the game. So it's going to be it is a very fun match, this one. And considering I'm in a glass TD on a city map, I consider this a very good game indeed. So we are kind of try to relocate because I don't think there's going to be many people sitting around that area anymore after two people get absolutely killed in 2 seconds flat. The teams are now equal again, which is quite unfortunate. They are coming up the 9-0 line, just seeing if there's anybody across this way. We have got a very good crew in this tank. I am actually probably not quite aware of the people coming down the 9-0 line as I should be at this point. I then do pay attention to them. There is a good mercenary tank in the Banana Buster. I think it's up there. It's got pretty damn good armor. So I should be careful of that guy. We're going to see if this TD is poking out, and he's not. But this guy is just sat there, and we've rinsed him for all of his health. Pretty much all of his health in just one hit there. He's not having a good time. There's 2 artillery in the game as well, so we've got to be very careful. That was the smallest of shots there, the very smallest of shots. But we again took it, and we actually got a hit from that, which is very unlikely indeed. And we are on a reload, so there's still a good amount of enemy tanks on the team that we can actually get a lot more damage out of this game. Unfortunately, we didn't reload in time to get that guy as he was stuck there, which is a shame, and you'll see why it's such a shame. We get a bit unlucky with kills. I mean, we were lucky, but unlucky in a way. You'll see. Obviously, that one was a bit unfortunate. Fairly close to reloading there. Could have got that kill. And it's the teams are pretty equal, but the enemy's got 2 artillery, so that might make all the difference, especially in a city map where they're going to be hard pressed to find. And we were hard pressed to find a target, and we see that the 1, 2, 3 line is completely gone, and my whole team seems to have totally ignored that fact. And I just thought, you know what? Let's watch the cap area, and we see a guy crossing to try to take out artillery, and then we see this guy who we bounced off there earlier. He's got very little health, and we stay unspotted as well, which is great, and we finish him off. A bit of revenge there for bouncing a shot that should have penned. So the enemy's down to 3 tanks, and we're just like, yeah, okay. At this point, I'm a little bit like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to finish. I'm not going to be able to get another clip of damage out before the end of the game, even though it's obviously been a decent game so far. So we're up against the T-32 top tier heavy tank. It's a very good tank, and he takes out our Belafon. And he's still got an artillery in the game. So I was actually going for the artillery because I think, okay, those 2 and the artillery should be able to take this T-32 out, no problem. And then I was actually like, oh, they don't seem to know what they're doing. They're not coordinating. That T-32's on full health as well, as he then... And we take him for all of his health. I do feel sorry for him. We then actually go, right, he's dead. We've got, he's just looking at another guy. We've got one guy on there. He's on full health. He's gonna kill this guy, no problem. So we're just gonna ignore him and go for the artillery. Of course, the T-32 puts a shot into me, and this TD for some reason is just not going for this T-32. Finally kills him. So a bit annoyed. And then the artillery actually bombs it away, and only to be taken out by the artillery in a very unusual place. I wouldn't have thought they would have been able to hit that spot, but there you go. So unfortunately, it didn't kill that artillery. We got 5 kills, and as you can see, that T-32 also got 5 kills, and We underrolled and didn't kill him in our clip, so that would have been 6 kills. And if we killed that artillery, that would have been 7 kills. And we killed that banana buster, would have been 8 kills. But there you go, a good, very very good result. Just missed out. Bye guys.